and welcome back to another episode of Ultras 11. I'm Joe.
And I'm Alex.
And we're joined today by a new person, actually. His name is Triolo. We're being told we can't use his first name.
No, you guys can call me Daniel too.
We you ruined that
The
now.
whole pre-talk. No, don't call me Daniel.
He didn't want to reveal his first name, and then he reveals his first name. Well, throw that out at the garbage now. This just got awkward.
Yeah, now I don't know what to say, so I'm going to ignore that. Whatever. Say hi first.
Nonetheless, thanks for having me on, guys.
No problem. Sorry about this confusion.
I think I could solve
I'm still going to call you Triolo.
I think I could solve the whole Daniel Triolo.
I'm not good with people that are named Daniel their first name. Like even Flores, I forgot his name was Daniel for the longest time.
I don't know any Daniels.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Last names for Daniels is always just works out better.
Actually, I don't know if I know a Daniel besides Flores. Regardless, merchandise. You should buy it. It's always going to be the same spiel right away.
Joe just jumped. You should buy it.
Yeah,
that's it.
There's
Simple.
no
Beautiful.
nice way of putting it. You got to buy it.
Yeah, guys, check it out.
Did you guys release new stuff or what?
No. We've been on vacation right now, all right?
Yeah,
we didn't record last week.
I was really
before.
planning this last week that I actually had off my day job that I was off, and I'm like, you know what, can work on some ideas. I did absolutely nothing, and I'm not even gonna lie about it. I was complete comatose, and I was looking at my laptop. I was laying in my bed. I was lying on my laptop, and I was like, it's too far.
See, at least Al looked at his laptop. I didn't even look.
I contemplated, but
I'm not gonna lie. I went on the website the other day. I'm like,
now
those are nice shirts. That's really
new year, new us.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna make some designs, and they're gonna be coming out. I'm hoping by the end of the month. I'm really I want it out by February. So hopefully that will be
nice little Valentine's Day gift.
Nice Valentine's. What better Valentine's Day gift than a nice little Ultra
Get your
sweater.
girl an Ultras hoodie, or a fanny pack, whatever they're
Maybe
called.
we release some Ultras Mutandi too. Get
That'd be pretty
spice,
sick.
a little spicy red Mutandi.
Some lingerie.
Hey,
I'd wear the lingerie.
just an idea, man. Just an idea.
So Triolo, I'm gonna ask you the question we ask all our guests when we first have them, and stuff like that. So Triolo is actually not like the other guests. He's half Greek.
Yeah.
Which is kind of an interesting thing, because how many
it's
Greek
different.
people do you know?
Not many, man.
No offense. You guys are like a. I don't want to say dying race. That sounds very offensive. Like
We're different breed.
Yeah, you're a rare.
Yes.
We're unique.
Different gravy.
Yeah, I feel like this is all offensive right now. What I'm saying.
I'm not offended.
You're a better different.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the worst. Regardless.
Joe, so you're about to get canceled in Greece.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, Greece hates me. I'm sorry for this. But let's make
I guess
Greece
we're not gonna
love
be
me
popping off in
again.
Greece, man.
So Daniel, what was your first memorable moment that got you kind of into soccer?
So I would say the 2004 Euros. We're going to go into the Greek side right now. I was 5.
Portugal fans, close your ears.
Exactly. Got to see Ronaldo
PTSD.
cry, even though I still love him. But no, that was crazy. I remember how hyped my papu was, and just that whole tournament in general, that I didn't even think we were favored to come out of the group at all.
Yeah, I didn't even know Greece had a national team.
And the fact that we made it to the
offense.
final and then beat Portugal at home with Luis Figo, Rui Costa, Pauleta, Deco
Manish.
Manish.
Still remember Manish, that crazy bastard in that hair.
Crazy. And our best player was Karisteas, and a goalie that looked like he was 60 and smoked a pack of butts a day. And Nico Polidis.
And you're the best center back to ever come out of Greece.
Okay.
You're gonna say
Trajanos Dallas,
Roma
legend.
If you guys don't know, he played for Roma.
Won a Scudetto.
Why does Roma always send the Greeks?
Because we
Greek
love
center
Greece.
backs.
Because dude, think about it. Without Greece, there was no Rome.
So there's probably an agreement within the Roma.
You gotta
facility.
pay homage.
We have to own at least one Greek player each season.
See, even in our youth academy, we have a Greek kid coming up.
Yeah?
He's right mid. He's pretty crazy, actually.
What's his name?
I can't remember his name. It's something with a T, though.
Well, Thasos?
C, probably.
Hey, at least you don't have Torres anymore.
Yeah, that guy looked like he smelled.
That guy
friend.
stunk.
He sucked.
After
Literally
that moment, was there anything else?
Okay, the one that
was
trumps all, I would say, is 06.
There we go.
Nothing
That's
tops
what
that.
I was trying to get to, guys.
The Italian side comes out, but 06, even though I was still young, just to see Italy win a World Cup, the only time I've ever seen them obviously lift a World Cup in my lifetime. So that above all will take it, because I haven't seen Juve lift a Champions League either. I've only seen heartbreak. So in
that's
three
right.
finals now.
We have another Juve fan.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that we get on the show is always a Juve fan. It's either think about it.
Who?
You,
My
your
dad. Me and my dad, that's it.
Now Triolo.
Okay,
Actually,
three
you know
people.
what?
Okay,
Milan.
Phil.
We've had more Milan fans on here.
It's true. Nah, we've had two Milan fans. Per and Mare.
Yeah, that's true. Sano,
Inter.
Interfan.
Who the fuck even supports Inter?
Yeah, the rest are all Prems. Yeah, fuck, holy shit.
Prem-tards.
Okay, well, you make it overpowered. We barely have.
Yeah, but one of the hosts is a Juventino.
Yeah, it doesn't
so.
count.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, that does count.
So it's only me and Phil.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Phil's not
Tony.
really a Juve fan, man.
Yeah. Phil's a fan of
Baggio.
Yeah, Phil's a fan of like
No,
soccer.
no. Phil is just a fan of 2006.
Yeah, literally.
That's it. Other than that, Phil has. I don't think he watches Juve games.
The
No
score,
offense.
man.
Yeah, he gets the update, bro. What happened? You mean what happened, Phil? Like, watch the game.
He's watching Cops.
Bro, you see Ronaldo scored 2 goals? Yeah, I saw. Did you
Phil-
see the goals?
Phil
Oh
just-
no, bro, were they nice?
Phil just found out Ronaldo left Juve. Like, I think last week he messaged
He
us.
just ordered his new jersey.
He just messaged us and said, "Bro, I can't get Ronaldo off of the Juve store." Wonder why, Phil.
Phil, you got to do a custom.
Well, thank you for that little introduction.
No
We
problem.
do appreciate it now that we know he's Greek. So we usually go over
with the Greek
all the results that happened in the past week, 2 weeks, or whatever it is, but it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like whatever, but like it's repetitive. Everybody knows what happened, and some of the results.
If you're listening to us, that means you most likely watch soccer and you know what the
Yeah.
fuck happened.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
why should we
You
go?
don't want to hear us bore you guys, and
Unless it's a
going over
crazy sick
results.
game and or it's a shocker.
Obviously.
Like Brentford beating Liverpool to me wasn't a shocker.
Yeah, it wasn't.
If you look at the table, Brentford's literally right behind Liverpool.
I know.
So that's what I mean.
That
Like
Prem table's fucking stupid.
Newcastle's
I was
winning it
I
all.
was looking at the like on Sunday when we came home, and dude, I did not know like the Newcastle's in third, like Brentford's that close.
Yeah.
Like, Man U and Chelsea are like mid-table.
I just pulled it up right now.
It's crazy.
So Newcastle's in third with 35 points. They're ahead. They're above United and tied with points, but they're ahead on goal differential. And then you have Liverpool
goal
in
differential.
sixth, and then in seventh is actually Fulham.
Easy.
yeah, and then Brighton.
Yeah, then Brighton, then
Deserby,
Brentford,
baby.
and then
And
then
Chelsea in
Brentford.
10th.
Chelsea, that's what I'm saying, man. Like that's like, and
I'm very pissed off to
West
see
Ham,
Everton
man.
is out
Oh
of
my
relegation.
God.
I
West
said
Ham
at the
might
beginning that
be getting
Everton.
relegated.
No, West Ham won't get relegated.
No, I know they won't.
I think they'll survive that. I'm hoping Everton gets relegated.
I feel like Nottingham's gonna squeak out though.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel like Nottingham won't be saved.
I think if anyone of that bottom three between Nottingham, Wolves, and Southampton squeak out, it would be Wolves that squeak out, and then Everton drops. I'm still adamant
I think
Everton
Wolves
drops.
and Nottingham both come out of that.
I don't know. I kind of just want Richie to go back there and tear it
play in
up.
the Prem?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, tear it up again, do his thing.
Yeah, not go Div 2 and then he goes back there.
Yeah. But on the topic of transfers, it's open the window.
I know, man. Holy
We have the
fuck.
tap and
I feel
merge.
like it just finished too, like the summer
Yeah,
ones.
I know.
And then we're starting right. I saw like the Gakpo transfer. But I was like, I didn't even know the fucking thing's opened yet.
What do you think about that Gakpo transfer?
Dude, that's fucking unreal business from Liverpool. I think
Yeah,
for the price that they paid, and like, I mean, look at the season he's having so far.
Yeah.
And he continued that form going into the World Cup.
And he had a good World Cup too. Like he arguably
Like,
could have been like the best young player in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Oh yeah. Like, I really think, and like that's the thing, man. Like if it was a deal, like okay, Liverpool signed Gakpo for 75 million, then I'm like they're stupid because like I don't think he's worth that much. He hasn't done enough to be worth that much. But for the price tag of 35, even though it still is high, I think honestly it's a good deal,
Yeah.
especially because you're in the next year or two you're gonna look to get rid of Salah. You're gonna have to you're gonna start looking to revamp all the kind of get rid of those old guys and start replacing them with young. And now Darwin right now flop, but
Yeah.
who knows what can happen with that guy?
true,
I don't think he's gonna really turn it. I think he's gonna do good. But I don't think he's gonna
think
be
he'll
a
look better,
great
though.
player. Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah.
be better.
He'll look
He'll
better.
score. He'll get more comfortable, but I don't think he's gonna be
It's-
like
it's
he won't have
hard,
the effect
man.
that like Salah and Mane did with that Liverpool
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, or Suarez even before.
Like even Suarez,
Yeah.
he won't have that. I don't think that he could surprise me, but I really don't think that he lives up to that hype, especially with that price tag.
Well, my thing with Gakpo is I just want to know where he slides into that front three. Because Klopp's going to play that 4-3-3 no matter what.
Oh yeah. He's sticking with that 4-3.
Gakpo in the World Cup played as the striker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did very well. But for PSV, he plays out wide on the wing, and he's
Yeah.
doing very well. So those are his two positions. So where does he slot in then for Liverpool? Is he replacing Darwin Núñez up top like as that
I think
striker?
he's more replacing Luis Diaz on the
But
wing.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Luis Diaz, once he's fit, he's a very tough player to replace.
I know, but
Yeah.
I think for now Gakpo will play there, and then they're obviously gonna see once thing comes back. how Gakpo's doing, how he's adjusting and everything, and then how Luis Diaz is his recovery and all that, and if he's ready to go. And then, hey, there's nothing better than to have two great guys in a position battling for it because they're going to give it their all. You might not be able to hold on to that for long because the other one's going to want playing time, and especially if he's not getting it.
But in saying all of that, Liverpool has other problems within their starting 11.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing Klopp, he'll adjust one of them to go play on the right to cover for Salah, and then once Salah's gone, they'll probably play those three guys up top.
I do think it's a great deal, like especially that they only paid 35 mil for him. Like that is a great bit of business, especially in nowadays market. A guy like him would actually go for like 70 mil, like you said earlier. Mm-hmm. But my biggest thing is Liverpool splashing the money on these other attackers. They're trying to think of life after Salah, life after this. And I completely do understand that. Mm-hmm. But it's not addressing their actual issues at hand. They're very, very thin in the midfield. Yeah. Harvey Elliott isn't the greatest player. Yeah. Curtis Jones over there, I think he's gotten more haircuts than like he's actually been anything. He's a poor man's Jude Bellingham. And I was reading earlier that they were going all out for Jude. Mm-hmm. Now that would have been a bit like deal that no matter what they paid for him,
apparently he's going there in the summertime.
But
I also seen Madrid for Jude as well.
Yeah,
Madrid.
See, that's the thing now.
Madrid's gonna jump in on anybody.
For me, I feel like
good.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's showing like that the way he's been playing. They'll go for it.
I just think that's where Liverpool made the mistake that, it's not that much money. So that's the good news. So there's not like that expectation that Darwin Núñez had going in there. Mm-hmm. But my thing is they're not addressing their problems. Thiago's old. Fantastic player, but he's old.
Yeah.
Fabinho, old. Yeah. Great player again, but he's whatever.
He can't move
but I
anymore.
feel like
Oxlade-Chamberlain, he has no knees.
But look at the team that Liverpool had even when they won the Champions League. What was that team based on? A good defense, midfield, and a great attack.
Yeah.
Yes, but they don't even have an midfield right now.
No, they have no
midfield. But that's
Henderson
why,
too.
That's why I think they're trying to and the Gakpo thing for me another reason why they went for it like this early and like they just went even though they didn't really need it per se right now was because Man U was right there and they were going to sign him. And they didn't want to lose him to Man U because probably Van Dijk went back there, especially after the World Cup and said, hey, I talked to him like he wants to come here. And like he probably put in a good word. Like, what are the chances? You know what I mean? Like,
well, he was supposed to go to Leeds too.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
There was a rumor that like everything was agreed, but he was the one that had doubts.
When you're linked with Leeds and then a team like Man U or Liverpool joins in on that, Leeds is irrelevant at that point. Like, you're not going to go there unless like you're a guy that you're like, you know what? Like you think with your head and you're like, you know what? I'm too young. I want to go there and still grow.
Yeah.
A lot of players don't think like that because they just want the big fame and on the big team and success. But the smart ones would think that way. But I think with him, it was just Liverpool went for that because Man U was so close and think already convinced him. And I think that deal was already done in the World Cup.
Yeah.
No, I agree. But I still think it's a good like buy for them. It's more of a matter of where he's going to fit in. But it'll be a good internal like competition between Luis Diaz, Darwin, and
even
Gakpo
Darwin
as
too.
well. And they still even have Firmino too, and Jota as well.
I kind of forgot about Jota.
And
Firmino.
And Jota.
Firmino's a little bit older, but Jota I did forget about.
Yeah, he's still there too.
I didn't forget about.
Young as well. I think he's like 26.
Didn't name him.
I want to
say.
But
where is Jota? Oh yeah, injury.
He's injured.
He's injured. That's right. He missed the World Cup for that reason too.
But
I thought he was playing his crazy esports tournaments.
And I think like Liverpool is basically like hoping because apparently like they've already talked with like Jude and like even like guys like Trent and stuff have already like had talks with him and like he wants.
Yeah, I seen him and Henderson became like boys over the World Cup.
Even him and him and Trent they went out for dinner. Like they posted like a picture. They were at some like skyline there or whatever. So I don't doubt that they've already had that conversation. And at the end of the day, you look at which Prem team kind of really needs a player like that. It's Liverpool.
Yeah.
There's
and I think Jude would do well in the Prem, and especially
100% he would.
Especially under Klopp. Yeah. I think like Jude would be in perfect hands.
Oh no, I don't.
Given his play style and how industrial he is.
Yeah, no,
and like he plays anywhere in that mid.
That'll be the best team for him.
Yeah, he's got size on him.
He could play defensive mid. He could play attacking mid, center mid.
But now what happens if you're Liverpool? You're banking on that, and then summer comes around, and Madrid comes out of nowhere and does the old little swoop, and they take him and they sign him. Like they've done that in the past. Well, then you're Liverpool and you're like, okay, fuck.
It backfires completely.
Now at that point you'd see them going overpay for a half decent name. You're gonna see a guy that does. Oh, yeah, he had like half a good season. Okay,
McAllister.
we'll give you 70. Yeah, like they'll go for like a guy like McAllister, and they'll offer like 70 mil.
I think McAllister's great, but
I do
see
think he's
him.
great.
You're
but
just not proven enough. That's the thing with him.
He had a World Cup run. Okay, now he's gonna have more eyes on him while he's playing for Brighton. Now he's gonna have to show. Okay, you know what? Like I could get better. I didn't. It wasn't just a one-off that I had a good tournament with my team. Like I'm actually a good player. And now I think that this is gonna be the biggest point for his career, McAllister.
You know who isn't gonna have any eyes on him because there's no one that has TV rights to Saudi Arabia? Cristiano Ronaldo, who what? You okay? Oh yeah, that's right. The buttons. I forgot about that. We still have it set up. Only Al could hear that, but it basically just said C.
Oh.
Yeah. So Ronaldo is now on Al Nasser, getting paid 200 mil a year with a clause that allows him to go to Newcastle?
Newcastle.
If they're in the Champions League.
As long as they make Champions League.
And the fact that literally right before the World Cup, my guy came out, put everyone on blast, and I respected the hell out of him for doing that because I'm like, good. It's about time someone stands their ground. And yeah, I do. But then his claims about how he still has a lot to offer in Europe. He's not done this, that, whatever, blah, 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 blah. He turned down all these offers, and it's not about money for him. Literally 3 months later, you are now all about the money. Mm-hmm. So he's a hypocrite.
But I think I feel like his whole view changed once Messi won that World Cup.
Yeah.
Once Messi won that World Cup, he realized like, okay, nothing. He can't. He does want to do more in thing. He just like he did it to settle. Like he's not happy with this move. He wanted to stay in Europe. He wanted to be on a big team, still be playing in Champions League, still prove himself. At the end of the day, he looked at it and was like, what the even if he goes to Real Madrid and they win the Champions League and he comes second place for Ballon d'Or, people are gonna still be like, Messi's better. He has a World Cup, the stats, whatever. He knows he's lost it. He knows that there's him trying to fight it is going to make it worse for him, and he's going to turn into a bigger meme and a joke.
Yeah.
You see, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Like especially now that Messi's got that like one up on him, like Ballon d'Ors aside, now with the World Cup, like with the major like international trophy.
Yeah, he's done.
I don't know. Like to me, the debate's settled now. Like I would say Messi over Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo's still like top 3 all time, if not second best.
I would have said it still like. From a while, even before the World Cup, Messi was clear. It just this World Cup just kind of made the argument a lot easier with people. Like now, there's no like even an argument. Like you can't sit there like, hey, who's better, Messi or Ronaldo? Now it's just like, okay, you just shut up. I'm not having this talk.
My question then to you guys is: does this transfer? And I feel like I know the answer for it, but I just feel like I have to ask because I feel like I've seen it going around a lot. I'll start with you, Triolo. Do you think that this deal now kind of tarnishes Ronaldo's legacy, or do you think like there's no impact on his legacy? He still is what he is and whatever.
I still think he is what he is. Yeah, it's a bit of like a dent into like his legacy as well. Just because, like you said, like he came out on Piers Morgan and said before he didn't go to Manchester City because it's not about the money.
Yeah.
It's about his legacy, and that's why he went back to Manchester United after like Fergie called him. But he still has accomplished everything as a player, aside of winning a World Cup. He has the Euro for Portugal. He has 5 Champions League titles. He's won everything domestically in Spain, England, and Italy. But it is disappointing to see him go to Saudi Arabia when he came out and said today in his interview that he had offers in Portugal and in like other clubs in Europe. Yeah. Obviously, he didn't disclose who, but there still, I guess, technically was a chance that he could have played in the Champions League, given like the team that offered him a contract. And there was the rumor, or there was confirmation, last week or 2 weeks ago, that he was training privately at Real Madrid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was there, and then his son officially signed for Real Madrid as well.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Now, I don't know if that's why he was there training to make sure
now his son signed for
I don't know what's going on there. But so you're saying no, it doesn't. No. He just looks like a hypocrite, essentially.
Yeah, and I think part of it too, he's taking the money as well, and Saudi Arabia is also going to use him to pitch the World Cup for them to host it in 2030, which is the big thing. Like you have the biggest following on Instagram in him. So the biggest social media personality out there, bigger than any like celebrity, to go and pitch the World Cup to bring it to Saudi Arabia, and they have all the money in the world. So I think it was like the perfect deal for them. And then he just couldn't pass up $1 billion until 2030, and then $500 million to play for 2.5 years with a chance that he could go to Newcastle and play in the Champions League. So I guess for him, it was an opportunity he couldn't refuse given the money, and like that there still is a chance where he could go and compete and play Champions League football.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ronaldo, like he's a very like for me like looking at this move, Ronaldo's a very big ego guy, and I feel like everybody knows that. It's very obvious. Once he realized that he won't be able to like have that you know I'm the GOAT, I'm the greatest. Like he won't be able to say that because literally he's not anymore, even close to it. I think he's just trying to make it so he's like the bigger name around the world.
Yeah.
Like besides football, he wants to be, you know what, okay, fine, Messi has that. I'm going to be the biggest, you know, the most rich soccer player, now become star or whatever he ends up becoming. I wouldn't even doubt Ronaldo ends up becoming in movies or something.
It's that
just because I can see him like he wants to be that star, like that attention, and like it goes past football. Like it's not just that. Like and like with this move here, he's gonna be the guy's gonna be a billionaire.
Yeah,
like
he probably already is.
He already is. I don't
is
with everything he owns, but like now with this, like after like this deal's done, like he's gonna make $1 billion. Like, do you understand? Like this guy here is gonna be. I don't think like we're not done seeing Ronaldo.
No,
like I know we are not gonna see him for the next 5 years, but
unless Newcastle gets top four,
finish top four, which they're in third, so there is a chance.
There is a chance. You see you see,
and if they're close enough to make it. Those Saudis are going to they're going to go to a couple teams, offer some money, but hey, you're going to lose the next couple games. You hear?
Have you ever heard of the City Investment Group? No, I don't think it tarnishes his reputation.
No, not at all, man.
I can't fault the man for choosing money like that.
Can't.
Dude, at the end of the day,
it's generational money. Like his kids, his grandkids, great-grandkids,
his family. The Ronaldo name is set for life.
The Ronaldo name is set for life.
They already were, but now it's like now the Ronaldo like
this cements it.
This guy's gonna be like fucking royalty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
he's conquering the Middle East.
Literally,
is what he's doing.
Literally, and that's why, like, at the
even
end of
though
the
he
day,
said South Africa today, he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, leave him alone. He's not doing geography. I do think, like, again, you'd be stupid to not take that money.
No, I mean,
you genuinely would be some form of.
But it's
unheard
hard. It's hard for a player like that because like being at the top level for like the amount of years you were, and then taking that step to like we all know it. You don't think Ronaldo knows it? Like, it's a shit league. No one watches it.
It's just crazy that he's trying to defend the league.
That's what it is.
Just come on and say, buddy, you wanted money. That's fine.
But he can't.
He's not gonna go there. And he's the brand ambassador. This guy's not gonna go there and bash the team.
No, 100%. He's
talk highly, but in his mind, he knows that it's not. So like, it's tough for him to make that move.
Yeah,
I don't think it was easy at all for him. But again, the money.
No, you can't pass that up. Like that money's unheard of. Like I remember when Pele went to China, and like he was like one of the top 5 like highest paid players in the world at that point.
Yeah.
Graziano Pele, not.
And what legacy did he have to tarnish?
Not Pele.
Yeah, Graziano, R.I.P. Pele, by the way. But
we didn't say it at the beginning. R.I.P.
But
R.I.P.
Graziano Pele is who we're talking about, and what legacy did he have?
Nothing. He had sick hair.
He had nothing to lose, and he made a shit ton of money in China, and then took it. I don't even know where he is now. If he's still,
I think he might have retired, honestly, or I think he's in Italy.
I think he's still playing now.
I think he's in Italy on some random team just riding behind.
He's on like Cuomo. He's on Cuomo with Fabregas.
That I'll believe, actually. No, I don't know. Like, I know I get attacked a lot for saying it's not about the money in sports because these players already get paid a shit ton of money. In my opinion, a lot of them are even overpaid. And everyone says, oh, you only have 10 years to make it. Buddy, in a year, you're walking away. If you're an average player, you're walking away with $3 million.
Yeah.
You know, if you're playing in a European top 5 league, you're walking away with, at a minimum, $1 million a year.
Yeah. With all the taxes and stuff too. And I saw another thing that I'm pretty sure in Saudi Arabia they don't pay any tax too.
Yeah, so it's all clean money. He's getting. So like, I don't know. For me, I just hate when deals are money motivated. But in saying that, I'm like, it's good that he's realized his career's done, and he is now just a presence, you know, like he's just, it sounds sad to say, but
he's going to try to grow the league a bit.
Yeah.
Because I already saw that, like, I don't know, they're going to pursue like other guys too.
Oh yeah,
they're not done at
Ronaldo. Like now, like they're going to try to basically do what like the MLS is doing, and just try to get these stars to go over there.
But that's the thing; they have more money.
They have the money,
so they could do something like that, and they could literally make the MLS fold.
You want to come here? Nah, I don't want to play Saudi Arabia.
Okay, here's 120 million.
We'll offer you 130 million. Oh, okay, I can do it.
That's the thing.
And I can come play there for a couple years.
I see Modric going just because, like, even though he's still like world class and like as he proved in the World Cup again, and still with Real Madrid, like he's going to be offered a ridiculous amount of money by Al Nassr.
At the end of the day, look at his age. He's what, 38?
Yeah, like I think
even
37,
he gets
38,
a 2-year contract, let's just say, worth $100 million a season.
That's all the money he's made in his career.
$100 million a season.
Yeah.
when you're like when he's done, when he retires, there's what, coaching. There's, if you want to become one of the like the analysts
to stay within the game,
to stay within
the
game.
Agent
Like
too,
when you
I guess.
retire from soccer, like what do you do? Like you need a like a lot of, you need to think of like, okay, I need to like have some money set aside. Like I need to like set myself up so like I don't quit. And then I'm like, okay, well, I spent the money when I was playing soccer. I don't have money now.
Yeah.
So guys like that, like Modric and stuff, like you think they're gonna look at the end of their career and they're gonna say, okay, I'm gonna get an offer like that, and they're gonna say no. Of course not.
No, you're right.
If you're smart, you're gonna look at that and be like, okay, wow, that's life changing money. That's gonna set my family up. You know, we can just, you know, relax, move back to Croatia, just bring my whole family there and live in a big villa.
Yeah.
Fuck, by all means, man.
Well, I mean, on the topic of money as well, I feel like I'm getting really good with these segments, guys. On the topic of money,
You just think
continuing with the transfer market, Enzo Fernandez is rumored to go to Chelsea for 120 mil with an extra 10 mil on bonuses.
It's so fucking crazy.
I know.
And if that doesn't make matters worse and show how inflated these players are,
Of
Good grammar.
Mikhailo Mudryk, who nobody has heard of, poor thing, is Shakhtar is demanding 88 mil from Arsenal. Arsenal already offered 50 mil.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it was like 50.
And
I
they
was gonna say, I knew it was around 40.
and they rejected that offer, and now Chelsea's trying to swoop in and pick him up. And Shakhtar's saying we're not going to settle for anything less than 88 mil. So my question now to you guys is, first off, is Enzo Fernandez worth 120 mil?
No.
No, not
So
at all.
there's I can maybe count them on one hand how many players are worth 120 mil right now.
Now, are you saying that because you guys are thinking of how it used to be, or are you saying that just because genuinely...
He's not worth that price, man.
Okay.
All that price is gonna do on his head if he actually goes to Chelsea, gets sold, he's gonna fuck his career up.
I feel like Benfica has a habit of this, and I was saying this.
Darwin
Honestly,
too.
man.
I was saying, think about
Joao
their
Felix?
past.
Yeah,
Joao
Joao
Felix,
Felix.
Renato Sanchez, Darwin Núñez, now Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah.
I think all these players are good. I don't think they're shit. I don't think whatever. I think they're good players. But they should nowhere be close to the 120 mil that
not
they're
at
being
all.
sold for, each of them, because then they have that price tag and they're nothing but like a $50 million player.
exactly.
And
At
then they
the
have like
most.
this like cloud over their head that, you know, like they have to perform at like
Yeah.
the best, right?
Yeah.
They have to be like,
Obviously,
well,
when you're-
obviously he's a midfielder, but he's got to perform like at an Mbappe level as a midfielder, where people want to see him scoring goals and
Yeah.
assisting on every play, and like playing like a Modric where he could win a Ballon d'Or as a midfielder.
Yeah.
And he's still like 20 years old, 21 years
That's
old.
what
like
I
he's
mean.
super young. So they're gonna put all that pressure on him, and it's gonna be tough, especially in the Prem where he's gonna have like such a
all
big
the
media
cameras
following.
are shining.
Exactly.
And this thing, like, but
Yep.
it's a problem. Like, it's you know, good and bad. Like for Portugal, like for like them, like in the country, like the league.
Oh,
everything,
yeah,
like
it's
Benfica,
great.
they're looking at these players like they know they have a good development system there. They know that they can produce good products that teams like the top teams are gonna look at and they're gonna be like, fuck, I'll pay that money. Like this guy's good.
I need to know where their money goes. I'm gonna look into this one day.
Apparently they're all broke.
Yeah.
None of
the
them
same thing with
none of them
Ajax
have
too.
money.
No,
None
but
of them have money.
Ajax
still-
isn't broke, but like they collect all this money and like from transfers.
Yeah, but
and
I feel like
developing these players, but they never,
Ajax
like, go
doesn't
and
sell for
splash.
as much as Benfica.
No, not as like.
'Cause think about
De Ligt and De Jong were probably the biggest.
They were
and, like,
combined
they tried to.
140 mil.
Yeah.
They'll try
140,
to. They'll
150.
try to, but then they end up like settling.
Yeah.
They're actually like like you can talk to them like, hey, no, that's unrealistic. Let's do this. And
Benfica,
they're, oh yeah,
like,
you're right.
I still remember that Renato
Benfica,
Sanchez
they
deal.
fucking holy fuck.
The Renato
man.
Sanchez deal wasn't 120 mil.
Honestly, it was what 50?
It was less than that,
But he
but
was only 18 years old, I think, too.
I think it was 35 mil. I don't know why I tapped the microphone. Sorry. I think it was 35 mil.
35 mil.
It was 35 mil, but then there was like a 35 mil bonus and then another 20 mil bonus or something like that. I remember it was like leading up to something crazy. If you won the Ballon d'Or, they won Champions League, he was the MVP or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But even that alone, those bonuses adds that pressure. And Renato Sanchez, I think, is a decent player, but nowhere near anything more than even 40 mil.
Yeah.
They didn't end up paying that Bayern Munich, but then you fast forward, you look at Joao Felix. He started playing for Benfica halfway through the season. Had a great time. He did very well. But was he worth 128 mil to go to Atletico Madrid?
No fucking shot.
No
No,
chance.
no.
And now he's there shitting the bed, and Atletico wants their money back.
Well, he hasn't
obviously.
been bad, but
Like,
he's
not-
just been disappointing
Yeah,
for
not
the price.
not
like,
shitting
Yes,
the bed.
not shitting the bed.
Just not worth 120 million dollar player.
And now they're trying to offload him, and no one is gonna look and say for a subpar. Like if you look at just his stats,
He's good, but
a
he's
good
not.
player,
He's
yeah.
not a great player. Like, he's probably only worth, realistically, he's still young. He's only like 22, maybe 50, 60 mil.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Like, I would even say like in the 40, 50.
Think about
that's a
Atletico.
huge
They're not going
loss.
to want to look at that and say, you know what? We're going to accept half of the money we paid. No, they're going to want their money back.
Yeah.
Even
but he's been there, what, 2-3 years now? 3 years?
Yeah, I think
2-3.
Yeah,
2-3.
roughly around there.
So, hey, I mean, he was going to be free in by 2024. I mean,
Yeah,
Unless
but
they extend
unless
his
they
contract.
Unless they extend,
which I will not. I cannot see.
I
him
hope he
signing.
doesn't. I hope he just leaves for free. No offense, Atletico. I hate you guys.
No,
'cause
that'll be the best thing.
you have
that
DePaul,
and then, dude, but that's the reason why a lot of players are doing that, because players don't like they're scared. They don't want to go for because they know they do good. They're gonna have a massive price tag, and then they got to live up to that expectation. They don't want that.
No, I know, and I agree. I even look at this Mudryk deal. Yeah, okay, he could be a good player. He's young. He's only 21 years old. Like, he could be a good player. But when you look at Chelsea, who they already have, where does Mudryk slot in?
No.
That you need to drop. Let's just say they settle somewhere in between 50 to 80 mil.
Yeah, Todd
Let's say
Bowley
65
just has
to
too much
70
money,
mil.
man.
Where does he slot into that team? Is he replacing Sterling, Kai Havertz, and Kunku, Mason Mount? Like, the list goes
Like, that's
on.
And they
like
literally
he's-
just bought Sterling too.
Yeah,
and Kai
and-
Havertz was what, last year?
Yeah. And they're heavily linked with Enzo Fernandez.
if they
So
were-
that's
And
another
Kunku's
player.
fresh.
Like,
And
th-
this guy,
I- I-
this guy plays on the wing.
Yeah,
right?
so like a left mid, left wing.
See, I would get it.
There's still
He's
Pulisic as
21.
well.
He's 21.
Pulisic, yeah.
Pulisic, you know, but I think they want to get rid of in the summertime.
Yeah.
There's a couple guys they want to get rid of, but like whatever. Even the guy from Morocco, what's his name?
Oh, Hakim Ziyech.
Him too. They want it. Oh my god, my contact.
I was blind for a second.
I'm good. We're good.
All right, continue.
Yeah, this guy here. If they signed him for like 20 mil, whatever, I can be a 21-year-old. This guy, haven't heard of him.
Yeah.
But I can see him, coming up and getting that starting role eventually once like Sterling's done.
Yeah, and
and
he
all
can
these
burst
and
into the
these guys
scene.
are thinking, you know what I mean? But for 80 mil,
That's
and
what
this
I
guy's
mean,
probably going to be on the bench.
That's what I mean. And even like jumping back to Enzo Fernandez, I think he's great, but you like for 120 mil, man, like
That and the thing is,
No
like,
way.
see, Benfica's juicing that even two more because Chelsea needed a creative midfielder
Yeah.
badly now.
Yeah.
They're at that point where Jorginho's done. Like, he's
Yeah.
gone next year.
Yeah.
You lost another experienced midfielder in Conte. Like, you need guys that are like, you can't gamble on guys right
Yeah.
now. You need guys that are gonna. And after the World Cup that he had and how good he played. They're banking everything,
it's
and they're
still
overpaying like
120
probably
mil.
3 times what he should be.
Yeah.
For a guy that's had a good World Cup, had a good season with Benfica, has a lot of promise, but they just got to put this price tag on him because they're Benfica and he's doing good.
Yeah, and he was the best young player of the World Cup, so they're gonna also add that too.
Oh yeah,
He
you got to
just-
add
he
that
won the
in.
World
That's
Cup.
another 10 mil.
So exactly, all these.
Okay, so now we're at
add-ons,
140 mil.
Yeah, but he's definitely not worth it. A lot of promise, great young player, but I couldn't justify paying over 100 mil
definitely
for him.
not. Again, that's a 60 mil move. That's
Yeah.
it. At the
Yeah, I
most.
agree.
At the
And I think that's a
absolute
fair price.
most.
And 60 mil. That's like coming off the World Cup.
Yeah, that's
the way
inflation.
He did. That's
Yeah.
inflated price.
Yeah.
That's like hey, after the World Cup, 60 mil. Fuck, that's a little bit price. Okay, let's jump on it. But 120 mil, bro. You fucked.
I know, and
It's
I
probably
still
gonna-
think
it's probably
60
gonna-
mil is fair.
If another team comes in like a Man U or something, that's great. He's gonna go for more than 120.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
I don't
I feel
wanna-
like
I
I feel
really
like
don't wanna
multiple
see that
teams
too.
have inquired about him, but like,
Sorry, you reminded me. I was reading on Twitter. Juve inquired about Enzo Fernandez, but Benfica doesn't think that Juve can meet their demands.
Yeah,
so
obviously
so
not.
They brushed them off. I was like, man, cocksuckers, man.
well,
what the
yeah,
fuck?
obviously, no one's gonna meet it except a team in the Premier. I saw even Real Madrid got rejected flat out.
Even Madrid got rejected.
like they're the kings.
Yeah, but
it's
I
Real
don't know.
Madrid.
I feel like they're just not going to push for him because they're usually pretty like spot on with their transfers, especially
Yeah,
in the midfield, like
lately.
Chouameni,
Camavinga,
Valverde. So I feel like
Forgot
if they
about
are going to make that
actually.
push, it's going to be for Jude.
yeah.
Damn. Can we see Real Madrid getting Jude?
Yeah, I
I
could
can
see
definitely see Madrid getting Jude.
Galacticos again.
Yeah.
the
I
new
can see Madrid
dawn.
getting like, anybody. Just because that's just the way they are, man.
Yeah, they're the biggest club in the world.
Like they didn't get the name like that just because they're fucking nobodies and they don't win anything and they don't buy anybody.
That's true, actually. They built, like, honestly, Daddy Perez set them up for the future.
Yeah.
Well in on him.
He did,
Honestly, I gotta commend it.
Everyone remember with the Super League, everyone wanted him out. Everyone he's ruining the thing, whatever. And he's like, yeah, I'm ruining. Fuck you.
like how
Okay.
he lyric
guy oh, Ramos is gone. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me just buy 3 fucking center backs that are just gonna replace him, and you're not even
Alaba
gonna
was
fucking
supposed to be
notice.
finished too.
Yeah,
Alaba was like kind of like useless apparently.
at Bayern, you know, his time.
he's so versatile.
His
No,
time
I'm
to
saying
anywhere.
like his time at Bayern, like
Yeah.
at the end, like he was deemed like, oh, we have the Lick now coming in. Oh, we got.
Well, he wasn't even
Davies,
there.
this guy.
Yeah.
They had still Sule,
big piece of
Davies,
meat.
Lucas Hernandez.
I feel like
I
some,
hate
Pavard.
Lucas Hernandez.
some
by the
players.
way.
I feel like some players they just have like a timeline with a team. Like some players have it, some
Yeah.
players don't. But I feel like some players like they reach that like whatever it is. Let's say it's like 5 or 6 years. They reach like that point there, and then you just see them. And you're like, man, they look like they're done. Like they look like they're going down. Like
Yeah.
and this is it for them. But then they make a transfer. They go to another team, and you're like, holy fuck! They just got they got a whole new life. Like a whole it looks like them 10 years
Yeah.
younger. It's completely different.
I'm not getting younger.
Yeah, we know that,
So
Joe.
on
Your
that
fucking
note-
knee popped out again.
Yeah, it did actually, guys. It was pretty bad. But I was gonna actually say, on that note, since I'm not getting any younger, we're done. We're done here. We're done here.
We're gonna end things off there, Joe.
Yeah, we're trying a new thing where we don't keep talking forever, just because we want to keep
Joe
you
likes
guys
to drag
interested.
things
You
on.
know, I do. I like this ending. I'm gonna probably drag it on for another 5 minutes.
This is exactly
I
what
thought
I
we
mean.
would talk about Pele a bit.
I don't know enough about.
Well, I don't know enough, but it's still like, it's sad to see, even though he's 82.
Now we gotta
but
talk about Pele. No.
No. That was also gonna add that into my introduction. So I mean my outro.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah,
No,
your
you guys do this.
conclusion.
You guys do this part.
Okay, guys, thank you for listening. If you haven't done it already, don't forget to follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at Ultras11. Check out our YouTube channel, Ultras11. New video will be up on Wednesday. And I want to take this moment, have a quick moment of silence
Moment of silence.
for Pele, a legend of the game.
And Mihalovic.
And I
Yeah.
forgot about Mihalovic. Oh my God. And Mihalovic lost 2 in the matter of a week. All right. Well,
Well, that was the moment. I'm like, I'm like, wait, how long?
You're going to wait here for a minute
No,
in
I
silence?
don't know. I actually don't know. I've never done something.
Everybody
of
take
that
take a
scale.
minute in silence. But that was just our quick little moment for them to remember the 2 GOATs of the game. Mihalovic, your team's going to dick down Roma tomorrow.
Yeah,
I got faith in you, buddy.
Yeah.
He's what?
We got to destroy Cremonese tomorrow.
Yeah, that one I'm a little bit iffy about. I don't want to talk about that one. Let's just dick.
Let's not get our hopes up.
We're gonna
Al.
joke. We're gonna joke about.
Now
We're gonna joke
Al
about
wants
Roma.
that.
Wow, we're not getting our hopes up.
We're gonna joke about Roma because they stink, and Mihalovic is gonna get one last.
Yep.
victory
They're gonna
over
do a
them.
moment of silence for Roma losing, probably. But
After the game.
It's okay, Joe. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Ciao, guys.
Take it easy.